Dear Miss Gibson, I am in receipt of your 3 letters to Mother Mary Angelica, our prioress, which had been held for consideration in the offices of St Anne's Priory here in North Hampstead. They have been released to me for reply. I see that you are a journalist in search of Mrs Marjorie Lovett, a wanton woman, a murderess whose name we daren't speak aloud for its profanity. A half-century has passed since her dark deeds. You believe her to be secreted here at the Priory, working in the kitchen or as a housemaid or possibly as a nurse. What has led you to this conclusion? You do not say. You present a rough and unflattering description of her, which no doubt befits such a monstrous creature. You do not elaborate on your interest in her whereabouts or well-being, though given your occupation one can surmise the worst. 3 letters. You are persistent, I will give you that. I suppose it is a vital quality in your profession and serves you well for the most part. However, we do not know your Marjorie Lovett, nor do we know where she might be found. St Anne's is a community of sisters of the church, living in quiet contemplation. I can assure you the pious women of these premises would have nothing to do with someone as depraved as your Lovett, let alone provide her with shelter. 150 gruesome murders, baking human flesh into pies. Perhaps she was more diabolical than her vile confederate Sweeney Todd, that more violent barber of infamy, for whom could conceive of such a thing. The sisters here are as innocent of such horrible stories as are told to children to frighten them under the covers. They have no knowledge of these ghastly crimes, and they are better for it. One of our youngest, Sister Catherine, with her fine and delicate hands, has been assigned to assist me in crafting this reply. Poor soul. The names of Lovett and Todd had never touched her ears until this moment. If only I could be as unspoiled as she. I wish you had been here with me in the minutes just after dawn, when I was out in the yard with the cook's maid, gathering eggs from our 3 nesting hens. I take on such tasks as the need arises, and will sometimes top a plumped-up bird to make our Sunday supper. As we had our basket filled and our backs to the runs and were dithering with the kitchen door, a windhover lurking our ancient oak saw his chance to strike and swept down to seize one of the hens. Unexpectedly, the old girl put up a tremendous fight, screeching and thrashing with beak and claw until the maid and I could grab our sticks and drive the creature off. The hen may yet die from her wounds, poor thing, but not without having torn a few feathers from her assailant. I know some of how she feels. Young as you are, and more fair than foul, I wonder if you do as well. Why don't you turn your attention away from the gutter to more worthy journalistic pursuits? I have read your inspiring piece in the Daily Post on the suffragist Helen Taylor, and your series of articles on the Malthusian League, abandoned mothers and unwanted children. Why seek out the worst of women, when those who suffer legitimate injustices need your passion, when we need you to shine a light on the struggles we face in every turn of our lives, at every station, at every age? Even the Priory has faced hostilities over decades, accusations of succumbing to papacy and rejecting women's natural obedience to men. You're not the first to write to us inquiring after vagrants, cut-purses, dissolutes, harlots and worse. Ours is an order of Christian charity. I myself have suffered greatly, decade upon decade. I have endured many abuses, faced horrors at the very height of London society and among the very dregs. In these, my final years, I am grateful that the sisters and the prioress, Mother Mary Angelica, took pity on me and accepted me into the fold so that I could escape the turmoil of the world. Your time and effort would be better spent on noble works, on acts of bravery and benevolence, than on a ghoulish tale which has been glorified in penny bloods and gaffs.